I haven't hunted achievements since around 2010, and that's when I was on Xbox 360. Now I'm on PC with the goal of hitting at least 25 by the end of the year 2025. And after obtaining a large backlog of really good games and some that I've never actually even played, I'm really looking forward to jumping into this. In today's video, we're focusing on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, one of the best games I've played in a very long time. It has a dedicated fan base, and for good reason. They don't make them like this anymore. It came out February 4th, 2025, and was made by Warhorse Studios. The game currently without DLC has 48 achievements up for grabs, so let's get started. So the game starts out with us delivering a message to a local lord to see whose side he's on, Wenceslas or Sigismund.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure?
Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
Trotsky. Oh man. Yo. The cinematics in this game are actually crazy. On our way to the castle, we get rode up on by von Bergov's men.
Halt! What are you after here?
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of
Oh boy, here we go.
Who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
Okay.
Enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
After talking to von Bergov's men, we set up camp. After I assert dominance, I destroy a guy in dice. I swindle a guy for a sausage.
All I've got here is some grub.
Wait. You already know I have to give it to our loyal companion from the first game. Here you go, buddy. Did you eat it? Yeah, there you go. That looks like a shit.
Disgusting!
Then I fight Capon in a sword fight, where I definitely won the first attempt. Okay, he beat me. Easy. Defeated Capon during practice again. I got that first try. Let's go, dude.
Really?
After sparring, we decided that we should probably wash up before meeting von Bergov, but sword fighting. So I guess the bandit problem we were told about is actually a thing. Oh, dude. And at this point I hear someone behind us, so I do what I'd like to refer to as a pro gamer move.
Head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Ooh! Give her that pimp slap.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute!
And apparently the bandit leader didn't like that, but the problem being now is that they know where we're at. After taking an arrow and the enemy's chasing us across the lake, I start to think that we're gonna get away, but then this guy has different plans. Yeah, you like that? Except for Mutt has a different plan. Oh, Mutt, let's go, baby! We managed to make our way to a local herb woman, and she actually saves me and Han's life. And then I tell her one day I will in fact repay our debt. After we recovered enough, we head towards Trotsky Castle to try to talk to Lord von Bergov.
It's closed.
I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
know who I am? No, we fucking don't.
Rip. So apparently, because of the way we looked, they took us for beggars, and it wasn't such a warm welcome. So it seems we'll have to find another way to talk to von Bergov. Which leads us to a nearby tavern where we find out that Lord Samin is having a wedding, and Lord von Bergov should be there.
Samin is his vassal.
So relatively speaking, it should be pretty easy. All we have to do is help someone that is going to invite us to the wedding. After getting some food and drink, I actually offer to help the tavern keeper to pay off the food.
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it, we lost everything.
But Mr. Capon apparently has a different plan. Oh, here we go.
Say it again. It was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say? Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
Bro,
I give you a chance to apologize.
I'm about to be on
Keep
Han's
insulting
side.
me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay, you're clearly hurt too. Oh yeah, you little bitches. Oh shit, yeah, we're going to jail.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Oh, that's not the play. Oh, there it is.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Oof. So after Hans finishes with his temper tantrum, and we finish serving our time in the pillory, we get our first story achievement.
Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
And he really is just like a child.
Bow in your shoes. I'll be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
That dude enjoys his job way too much. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Nice. This won't end well, and that was just the beginning achievement. Just on the outskirts of town, I encounter my first random event. We acquire our third achievement, and I get destroyed. Okay, you broke an enemy's shield. That's an achievement. Definitely meant to do that. Oh shit! No, dude, I had that. In our search for Mutt, I stopped to pay off a debt, and we get another achievement for that.
Hans's life and mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Easy. Rewarded the herb woman for help as promised. The night's work. She also lets us know that Pavlina, her daughter, might be in trouble. But first things first, we go look for Mutt, as that's much more important.
What?
Watch him just attack me.
Come here. Good boy, good boy.
And here comes the wolves to ruin the moment. Yep. Right on cue. Oh shit. You're severely outnumbered. You found and saved my... Oh no, where you going, buddy? Bitch. Where you going, huh? Fuck with my dog. Yeah, get him. We eventually track down Pavlina, so I can add saving a damsel in distress to my accolades. Oh, yep, someone's tied up.
Stop there.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I'll cut her throat before you get a shot off. I'll show you.
We'll be right back.
Alright, now that we saved her, we can actually get back to doing important stuff. Like exploring and randomly finding my horse for sale?
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
This is my fucking horse. How am I mounting and stilling my own horse? You sons of bitches. You little bastard. I then persuade him to actually give me my horse back, and that gives us this achievement.
I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her.
Nice. Found an old friend, Pebbles. While knocking out all the side quests in the area, we run into a human camp. And I try my luck at matchmaking.
What's he blubbering about? Christ, you're drunk out of your minds, aren't you?
Except for I chose all the wrong options.
Maybe a little bit. How about a date? He says he knows a nice place in the woods. No witnesses around.
That sounds bad.
Witnesses? Dear God, what is he up to?
Now you should give Yasak a chance. You're not getting any younger, you know. And just between you and me, your breath smells like a horse's arsehole. Reckon that's my fault. Actually, I don't speak Hungarian at all. But I thought I'd catch on.
What? So you've been making fun
Bruh.
of me this whole time?
I'm not sure what he said, but I don't think he was happy. As I continue on, I run into a bandit camp, and I end up having to fight all three of them, which gives me this achievement. I killed an enemy with a combo.
No!
A little longer than a few minutes later.
What's this dog doing here? You'd better call back that dog. Learn how to behave, you beast.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Quiet. Go away.
Bro, she's a straight up bitch.
Aye, that's right. Just go away.
You just made the list!
At this point, I joined Fight Club. There's just one rule I can't remember. Was that a fight? Apparently, my finishing move was too powerful and they banned it.
Shit like that.
No dick kicks? Dude, that takes up my primary move. No dick kicks, huh? Yeah, you like that? I don't fight fair, buddy. You said no dick kicks. But I see we're not abiding by the rules. So, there you go. You got a dick kick. Good night, sweet prince.
What do you think you're doing?
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat.
Laying a hand on family. Shame on you.
Oof.
Leave now, before I make you.
Look here, bitch.
Oh my god.
You were still playing with hobby horses. Your ma will be stretched out.
Oh my god.
What did you say? Ha, what did you say? You bastard.
Jesus Christ, that death? Yeah, the... I'm not sure what it is in this game about people harassing my dog, but I started taking it personally. Can I sit with you? No. Bruh.
Call off that dog, or I'll report you. You just made the list! Public nuisance. No, I'm done with this.
So, you wanted a fight, eh?
All right, I'll pay. I don't want any trouble. Very well. And don't let it happen again.
Later that same evening.
Call up that dog now!
I've been trying really hard to be a good guy. But you guys are making it very hard. And I'm gonna switch that off. Look at them, laying in the rain because they're abusing them. Sons of bitches. You guys better be asleep. Don't scream, don't scream. Shh, 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 shh.
Almost lost my cool there.
Then I realized that they actually might have been right about Mutt. Mutt.
Come here.
What the fuck?
Mutt!
I then encounter what's supposed to be the best brawler around, but I make quick work of him, and we get this achievement.
I can teach you if you'd like.
Henry the Bruiser, you beat the best brawler around. Easy achievement. I then celebrate by going to the tavern and getting drunk, but... Oh, I passed out. Oh, you passed out drunk, someone nicked your shoes. Achievement, my shoes. That is savage. Meanwhile, while exploring...
Whoa.
You better let me off before I die. Oh. We then rescue a guy that's been robbed.
What do you think you're doing?
Saving your life?
And who asked you to do that? I had them right where I wanted. A little longer and they'd be done for.
Well, you'd be done for. Is that what you call gratitude? Go to hell. Next time I won't bother.
What do you mean, next time? You know what? Piss off before I kick your ass at least.
There's absolutely no way, dude. After the little disagreement with the last guy, I decided to go play some dice and calm down.
You must have a lucky
Nice.
horseshoe up your arse.
Shiny.
Next time I'll be
You win a
more
gold badge and a
careful
game of
around
dice.
you.
And finally, after it seems like what was forever doing side quests, we continue on the main story, and we finally attend the wedding. While waiting for Von Bergov to show up to the wedding, which he never does, then the groom goes missing?
It's older. No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
Oh, hey! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? It's not what you think!
And, well, we get another brawl. Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood.
And, of course, that gets us in trouble. Oh yeah, while I was out doing all that manual labor to get my way into the wedding, Lord Capon was poaching, and now they're gonna hang him for it. So at this point I get released, and I have to find this guy from the start of the game, since he's seen the letter who can prove who Hans Capon is. But of course it's not that easy. See, he got wounded by all the bandits, the same bandits that attacked us at our camp by the lake. And basically 95% of the area I'm not actually supposed to be in, so the game has you... Well, I guess you're supposed to technically stealth around and get medicine to heal the guy so you can prove Capon's innocent, but I chose to run around like an absolute crackhead. But hey, it worked out because I got everything I needed to, and I got it done by like, I think the 3rd or 4th bell at the latest. Works. I saved him for sure because I was only on 1 or 2 rings. They're calling for the hanging now.
Hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will
After using the half-dead guy plan doesn't exactly work, I'm pretty sure Capon is screwed. But Lord von Burgov shows up, and he puts an end to all the madness. But the problem is, he was just recently attacked by bandits and he almost died.
He's a noble. Help me off this horse!
It has now dawned on me that I've actually been saying his name wrong. It's von Burgo? Something like that? Whatever. Anyways, that gives us this achievement.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of
A
Perkstein.
bird in the hand, you save Capon from the gallows.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords.
To get Lord Otto to play ball, he wants us to do a couple chores for him.
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs.
But first things first, I decided to get my drink and science on.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh. After a couple miscalculations, I decided it's probably time to go ahead and head out.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
Sir Otto von Burgov...
Wait, have I been saying it right? Either way, TLDR, he basically wants us to go to this fortress and ask him for a couple extra troops. It's just weird because something feels off about the place. We then gotta go have a fun little conversation with the guy, and it definitely doesn't get violent.
You'll die today anyway.
We do get some information out of him though.
Tell us where we can find that damn band of yours. Now, you'll find out we're made of sterner stuff than those soft-hearted souls from the garrison. A lot sterner. We've been through countless battles and interrogated enough prisoners to know how to loosen their tongue. If you want to try our patience, then go ahead. Stay silent.
This is where we figured out we got played like a fiddle.
Nebakov. It's Nebakov.
You're lying. I was just there and spoke directly with Lord Nabak.
Looks like our fellas pulled the wool over your eyes.
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
Nice.
Then we figure out who's helping the rebellion, and that it's technically not just bandits.
Older! Sabine!
The groom. That's why he left his own wedding. We found out young Semine was in it up to his ears.
Which means precisely what?
That he's in league with the bandits. And he left his own wedding just to ambush you.
Do what you must, Hashik. I will not hand Older over to you willingly.
Ah,
You've
shit.
just signed your own death warrant, old man.
This wasn't right.
What do you fucking mean, wasn't right? An eye for an eye. Turn the whole fortress inside out and bring me that treacherous swine immediately.
And what should we do with the other people?
Do whatever you want with them. If Older hears them screaming, maybe he'll come out by himself.
Stop! Not another step!
So you were hiding here?
Fuck! You! You're with them!
Are you surprised?
Now, I'm not super happy with how this turned out, but what is done is done.
And killing innocent people.
There's no escape for him anyway.
We then decide to take a trip to Nabokov and deal with those bandits. Things don't necessarily work out all that well.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
Exactly why I'll be a lot more...
Oh shit. We stop and help the Chamberlain, even though he's a dick.
Bastards!
Can I actually help him? Oh shit.
How about new?
One thing leads to another, and we actually end up getting beaten pretty bad fighting under Lord von Vergov. Capon gets hurt, and it's up to me to defend him.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor.
Shut your stupid mouth.
You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
I'm actually starting to think
This young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. So, my boy, let's see what you got.
What?
Enough! Damn it, Mishka, you alright?
Nice scar on your face. Ziska then finds out that Toth is actually fighting for Sigismund, and that's who he's leading his rebellion against. So he throws him in a cell with us. And then Toth is rescued by his little lapdog.
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting. There's no time for it. We've got to flee now.
There's just enough distraction for them to escape, and like little rats, they scurry off. And with a little change of pace of luck, we are reunited.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
Can't you even deliver a letter?
Alright, so it turns out basically the bandits at the start of the game are the guys that we actually should be aligned with, and Von Bergov is technically the enemy? Yeah, big mindfuck.
Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
After Lord Von Bergov figures out that all of his enemies are now consolidated in one spot, they come and siege the castle. Or technically it's a fortress. Oh, there's that achievement. Rock and stone. We eventually get pushed into the tower where we're gonna make our final stand. During the fighting I got this achievement, but for some reason it didn't show up. We then get introduced to the fuck around find out machine. And boy oh boy did we find out. We then get taken prisoner, and all the torturing I did earlier comes back on me in karma. The girl we helped save at the start of the game then actually returns the favor. We also figure out that she's been working with Ziska undercover.
Right to jail, right away.
Now, unlike this little rat, I actually decided to have a fair fight with him. And of course I win. And then unfortunately he gets the Epstein treatment. Let's go. Vengeance. Istvan is dead, it's about time. After dealing with Toth, we look around the castle for any important information, which gives us this achievement. You pick the hardest lock, Nimble Finger. After trying to escape through the woods nearby, we encounter an enemy. You slit the throat of an enemy who was looking for you. After successfully escaping, we enter a new region. I also forgot to mention that they took Capon for a hostage. Yeah. New Horizons. Welcome to the Kuttenberg region. We then arrive at Suckdal, the castle from the start of the game where it's under siege, and this is where all the true Wenceslas supporters reside. We then learn that a guy named Dry Devil that Ziska knows is missing, and we're tasked with trying to find him and some of his old guys from his crew. So where's the best place to look for a band of outlaws? Apparently visiting the most recent bar they were spotted at's not a bad idea, as we find one of them. And boy oh boy, let me tell you, some of these guys in this crew are absolute characters.
But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shishka?
And the first thing that we learn is Dry Devil's actually about to be hanged, so we have to act pretty quick to rescue him. And I say we do a pretty good job at it. Oh boy.
You there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You two, get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell!
damn it! You idiot!
Now, there's actually only one thing that's gonna help Dry Devils like hell faster, and that is subscribing. The goal is to eventually hit 1,000, and that's gonna help me finish up YouTube's partner program requirements. Anyways, back to the video. Then I go offload a bunch of stuff.
And a good day to you, friend.
Okay, well that's 10,000 groschen spent. I then set out to do some work that I actually think would make my dad happy. Maybe he'll come back with that milk now. You reforged the sword you'd been searching for so long.
Around here, you need a light after dark. Put that pig sticker away. Are you right in the head?
Mercy! I surrender!
The executioner is looking forward to you. Now you'll be punished for all you've done.
All right, I'll pay. I don't want to...
Now, show me what you've got.
All right.
Well, this is obvious. All right, but I don't...
You've lost in the... Oh, I got the achievement anyways. The Lord taketh away. I then get my first views of the actual city, Gutenberg, and wow, it's... I mean, it's actually huge.
That's what she said.
Later that same evening.
I don't think that's supposed to be there. I then get ambushed and I barely survive, but I'm pretty sure my horse took permanent damage. What they did to my boy? Oh, he's unconscious. That doesn't look healthy, though. I then continue on knocking out side quests, which grants me this one.
The ring.
Jack of all trades, you've successfully completed every minigame. I then get involved in a long, grueling 3-part duel, and I end up beating this guy, and it gets us another achievement. This fight was an absolute pain in the ass, by the way. So at this point in the playthrough, enough information has been released on miscellaneous achievements that I actually start reloading prior saves and knocking out everything I missed, which was quite a lot. I kidnap a poor guy and carry him to his one-night stand. And then there is Henry the Matchmaker. I show Bugs Bunny what's what.
Oh!
I find the real Lord of Nabokov. That is Old Raven achievement. I then load it back and lied about Samin being involved, which I really kind of wish I would have did in my first save. Then I settled a dispute between two squabbling villages. Although I do gotta say, it's a lot more fun watching them all fight. After loading back those saves, that puts us up to a whopping 28 achievements. And then Mutt proves how useful he is once again. You guys are the enemy. While having a drink at a local tavern, I noticed there's a line of people at the door.
To the stocks with him!
So I try to be the good guy and stop the fight.
You're boring me. Try it.
Ooh! I'm glad I didn't get in front of that.
I need to find some rags covered in fleas. You wouldn't have any, would you?
No, I would not. I ain't some wretch. Help out a wretch. Give the suffering woman a few coins.
Then I go smash out an archery contest, and I definitely won it the first try. And that is the Canny Shooter achievement. We followed that achievement up by getting this one. You made the penitent... I just went cross-eyed. We made a pilgrimage. And funny enough, I actually wasn't going for this achievement, but I managed to get it, so I'm not very mad about that. And that is Bohemian Sniper. Easy peasy. I then embrace my John Wick and I actually load 4 rifles and equip them all, and that grants us this achievement. And that is Original Gunslinger. I then realize I missed an achievement, so I load back a prior save and knock it out real fast. I got pretty lucky by having saves to get all these achievements. If I could recommend anything, I'd definitely say make as many saves as you possibly can. And while I was knocking out more side quests, this happened to me.
I don't even want to think about how I'll tell Father. Peter was his...
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
I then do a pretty questionable task for an achievement. Nice. Under a brown flag. Would you guys happen to remember the 2 musicians at the start of the game that we helped? We stole the loot for them. Yeah, apparently they got in trouble for that. There's absolutely no way it's these 2. After helping them escape, I actually continue back on the main story, and we're supposed to have a meeting with a guy. Did you see that?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What
the fuck is that? What the hell was... No, hold on, what was that? But I was not informed, and I guess the meeting was to see how fast these guys could kill me. I then proceed to beat the absolute shit out of them.
Beg for mercy. After this, we can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them. Our people? What the hell are you talking about? We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you. No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. I'll go unarmed, if that'll convince you.
Oh, he looks way too interested in the sword.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Careful. Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble.
We're then informed on a way that actually might work to get Capon out of captivity.
And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant.
So I follow the advice I was given and I go to see the guy that they told me about, and it seems like they're having a bit of an issue.
Tomorrow, nor in 100 years.
He's giving me that, Churchill speech vibes.
If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them.
Yeah, so TLDR, this guy is basically using his favor with Sigismund to bully and acquire all sorts of wealth from the people that live in Gutenberg.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh?
Seize that traitor!
After dealing with that problem, we learned that the coin master has actually been stealing silver from Sigismund. So we go look for some more evidence that we can blackmail him with. Boy oh boy do we find the evidence. An entire mine worth, actually.
Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
And while this already is a ton of evidence, I really didn't trust him in saying that he didn't have any more solid proof for me. So I may have convinced him to part ways with some of his wisdom. So what do you have on you? Letter from Vavik. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? I then go back with the evidence I've gained.
Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. I had to kill him.
Henry! You killed Master Buresh! Christ almighty! Why did you do that?
He attacked me. And he wasn't alone. I was outnumbered. Was I supposed to let him kill me? Christian, with all due respect, I don't know how many battles you've been in, but that's just how it goes.
Flashback.
I made up my mind. This information that should put enough cards in our hand to make things play out in our favor. We then have our second meeting, and it pretty much goes the exact same way as the first one.
To arms, men! Kill the traitors!
After defeating him in battle a second time, and sparing his life, he then realizes he doesn't really have much of a choice, and we use him as a pawn in the future. After getting the information I need from Ruthard, and on my way to the Malshov Castle, I'm interrupted on the road where I find the main character.
Ganging up on one man.
Remind me not to mess with that guy. After learning of a secret entrance, we enter the castle. Then there's a little family reunion, and finally, some of the hard work I've been doing gets recognized.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
After hearing the great news, I decide stealth is probably the best way to find Capon. There was a ton of stealth happening in this hallway. After finding Rose's book, which apparently was just as important as Capon, we find a baguette man.
Who are you? Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Since I stealthed all the enemies, we can actually just walk right out the front gate. After returning back to the palace, I help Rosa finish her book. Just between us. Don't tell Rosa, I didn't actually read the book. I then decide that I should probably start helping Dry Devil get some of his companions back. And I was warned that this guy had a short temper, and they were not lying.
Panum nostrum quo.
I won't have any moron correcting me. You're mine.
So it's safe to say that we didn't actually recruit this guy. And the next guy is probably my favorite out of the bunch, but it's hard to say because, like, I've really grown attached to all these characters. But he's about to be hanged for something he actually didn't do, surprisingly. And after a little persuasion, we're actually able to convince the guys to let him go. After persuading the Mint Master, we have him help us get into the city council, where we actually see Sigismund for the first time. And while acting as a spy, we learn of two more plans.
Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
And of a plan to attack the Jewish quarter. And meanwhile, Godwin, Jobst, and all the Wenceslas supporters are trying to gather together and come up with a plan to deal with Sigismund. And since I'm stuck in this council meeting, I can't give warning.
Intruders! Enemies at the gates! Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
And in the mass confusion, I actually get this achievement accidentally. Not accidentally, but there was so much confusion going on, I really couldn't tell who was who. As Godwin, you saved your brother. Eventually I make it back to the castle. It's just a little late right after the attack happened. And then the game hits us with this bombshell.
You may not get another chance.
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
That blew my mind. After being hit with the bombshell, I give them the warning about the Jewish quarter and we go defend it. We arrive there a little late and it's instant fighting, but we still try our best to save as many people as possible. How do I help? Just not that guy. Sorry about your husband. Oh, that was Nar! Actually, I don't remember who Nar was. After saving as many people as we can, we go to look for the last guy in Dry Devil's gang. Yeah, that's gotta be up there with like some of the worst ways to die. I have a sneaking suspicion that he won't be joining us. We then report back to Dry Devil.
Now that your band is back, can we finally start something?
I can't think of a move that's more vital than disrupting the flow of Sigismund's silver, and I know the perfect way to handle that. First things first though, we have an achievement to obtain.
You killed him!
For some reason the game loves when you blow yourself up with gunpowder. I then bought one of every type of weapon to finish off this achievement. And I figured the best way to get out of all that killing is probably trying to persuade my way out of it. This puts us just 8 achievements away from finishing. I then play a part in another ambush and we actually steal a cannon, the little finger if you remember from earlier in the story. I then unalive the last commander. After repoing the cannon, I happen to be in the area to finish this side quest, and that gives us this achievement, and boy am I glad, because this one was kind of sketching me out. Oh, nice. You've completed most of the game's content, been there, done that. We then go for a sneaky old return to sender and decide to raid Malashov, and I pull a fast one and open the front gate. After advancing further, we finally get some support. We then storm the castle rather easily after that and take von Bergov prisoner. The boys then impart us with some of their wisdom.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto.
You listen close.
I'm listening.
Really?
Aye, really.
You want my sausage? You'll never find better.
What?
We then have a brief conversation with the Pope's cardinal.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that. That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish ass.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Well, that's settled then. The rest is up to you, Henry.
Okay, so that's the achievement True Cardinal. You made it through the Church Council without raising suspicion. We have 3 left. Godwin looks amazingly bored, so we go relieve him.
Gentlemen, please forgive this interruption. I am Captain Jan Zizka of Chotsnov. This is a raid, and you are my prisoners.
Well, at last! I've had it up to the fucking eyeballs here. And now, shut the fuck up, or it's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Then we find all the prisoners that were taken hostage way are there.
Henry.
While Godwin was distracting everyone else removed all of Sigismund's silver. And then the absolute low-life piece of shit backstabs us. This actually made me so mad. He may have always been causing problems, but man, he was by far my favorite.
But if only the madman Eric had done the dirty work for us, as I wished.
After defeating the Rat's army, we get the silver and take it back to Suckdal. But I'm not gonna lie, it just feels like a piece of us was cut out. But the huge gamble we took actually pays off, as Sigismund actually has to retreat back to Hungary, as a rebellion has risen. Unfortunately, at this point, the Praegers show up and start sieging Suckdal. After Sigismund ran like a coward, the only way that they're going to get paid is if they take the silver that we have. Defensively, we may actually have an advantage, but unfortunately we don't have the food that they do. After everyone's on war rations, the hunger starts to get to people.
Oh, I'm fucking starving. I am so fucking hungry. Even that dog turd looks tempting.
We then lay the dead to rest, and believe me, there was plenty. As the siege progresses, we lose the Outer Bailey, pretty much sealing our fate.
Raise the drawbridge!
Sitting here and waiting to die is not really working out, so we decide that someone has to do something. So me and Samuel decide to go out. And while searching the nearby town looking for a horse to go look for reinforcements, we run into this guy. And he's already gravely wounded from a wound earlier. While I don't feel sympathy for him, I do understand the aspect of a soldier following orders. And then, I deal with the rat. He tries to plead with me and talk me out of it, but then I hit him some Jedi moves. That's for Adder. Meanwhile, back at the castle, the worst case scenario. They need to hold on just a little longer, and while they're trying to breach the castle, a scene from Game of Thrones happens.
Fight them! Hunt that rabble back to Prague in the name of King Wenceslas!
Keep together!
Quickly! Seize the outer building!
After getting rid of all the rodents, there's only one thing to do, and that's celebrate. Well, this isn't gonna end well.
This will go down in history.
You might want to tilt your head down, brother.
Ginheck, you fucking moron! Ugh.
That is technically the end of the base game. There's no DLC currently out for the game, but I made a big mistake and I have to replay the entire game just to get one achievement. We'll just pretend like I didn't have to replay the entire game. Smiley face. I'm kinda sad this is over, but I guess I have the DLC to look forward to. And if you've made it to this point, I just want to say thanks. Seriously.